Hello, my queens. I am here with two of the stars of Orange is the New Black, Danielle Brooks and Natasha Lyonne. Hello.
What's up?
Y'all
Thanks
serving looks,
Thanks, you
legs,
too.
Yes.
tools, everything.
Yes.
I love it. Okay, so, you know, we don't want the Twitter girls to come for us because Orange is the New Black, the new season's only been out for about a week now. And, you know, we've been told that we have to declare this a spoiler-free zone.
Oh, really?
Don't at us. Don't come for us. So without giving too much away, I was wondering if you could just kind of talk about maybe the most exciting turn for each of your characters this season.
Oh, gosh. The most exciting turn. Oh, well, as we know, Tasty has been dealing with the death of Pusey, which in reality was only 3 days ago in this world. Yeah, we all breathing.
Yeah.
And so she's still doing that, as well as like being defeated when it came to like really trying to get prison reform and all that stuff. So this season with her, you know, Gingy did a great job in her, you know, team of writers, because she really brought home a bit of reality to the audience of how the world really works for people that are incarcerated and are poor and are black and do not have the support system to really, you know, thrive. So we're going to see. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah.
It gets real.
It gets real.
Been real, but gets real.
Yes.
Yeah. And Danielle is just devastating this season. I mean, every season, but it's like, I personally take a lot of joy in my life from getting a bask in her golden glow.
Aww,
find it like deeply inspiring as a human being and an artist and everything, because it's, I mean, it's such a, it's so incredible, like you're saying, to have that kind of writing, but to really see it come through. And like you're saying, I mean, all these really heavy themes that are so devastatingly poignant, especially right now in this moment that we're living in, and how incredible it is to be on a show that communicates that.
Right, right. And what about for your character?
You know, Nikki's mostly hanging around, you know, doing this, doing that. So over here, over there. I think we really see Nikki kind of sort of grow up almost against her will a bit this season. I think in previous seasons it's mostly, you know, she's so self-destructive by nature, and like most addicts are. But I think the stakes are so high this year that she has no choice but to kind of show up for the people that she loves, and the relationships that are, you know, oddly the most important ones to her are the ones that she's developed in prison.
Wow. Wow. And to that point about Nikki's addiction, I was thinking about, as, you know, the show has developed and we've all kind of grown up with Orange is the New Black, outside the show, there's been, you know, a national conversation about the opioid epidemic and overdoses, and unfortunately it just keeps manifesting. And so I was wondering, you know, as you're out talking about it and people come up, you know, because Nikki's journey is real, and the ups and downs are something that a lot of people can relate to. Is that a conversation people have, like, with fans, like, coming in?
I mean, you know, maybe indirectly. I mean, certainly I have my own experience with it, but I feel like in so many ways the most valuable thing with so many things that need to be spoken about is like removing this sort of cloak of shame from the conversation. I feel like, you know, in so many ways that's why Oprah became such a giant, was sort of awakening us all to that idea that we shouldn't be ashamed of being human and, you know, being frail and being complex and, you know, often broken, and that we each have a story and a place that we come from that's, you know, it's never perfect, and we all just do the best we can in the day we're in, and try to show up for that, you know. And so I think so much of the opioid crisis is really, in so many ways, about just exposing it and allowing it to be okay to have those conversations in a safe, sort of non-punishing, non-judgmental way.
Absolutely, and it's so important. Danielle, you know, speaking of the way Pusey died, was killed. She didn't die. She was murdered. It was hard. I mean, I still think about it, and I think it's interesting, as you point out, several seasons have happened, but for your character, for Poussey's friends, it's just been a few days. And it feels like, isn't that what it's like to be black in America? Like, y'all have moved on, but for us, it's just been a few days. I was wondering, what was it like on set, these two past seasons, delving into current events, when it's like you walk off set and you pick up your phone and someone's called the cops on somebody for walking into Starbucks. What was that like?
Yeah, I think it just kept you into the story and kept reminding you of how you just have to keep bringing your human self to the storytelling. You can't phone it in at all, you know what I mean? And there were, unfortunately, so many parallels to what was going on in America, happening simultaneously at the same time. That's the same thing. Happening at the same time. But the thing I love about the show is that, like, we're not afraid to get in there. We're not afraid to talk about these issues. There's so many issues that we are addressing on this show, but we found a way, Gingy's found a way to hit them with a little bit of comedy to kind of massage in the truth and let people really see themselves. And I would never forget, like, when, Poussey did pass away or was killed in our show, how many people on social media were like, oh my God, R.I.P. Poussey, this is so sad. I mean, I got 200,000 likes, I don't know, trillions of likes on this picture of Poussey, posting her on social media. And I said to them, to my fans, to the audience that were listening to my platform, I said, don't forget there are real people dealing with this. So as many times as you tweet and Instagram and and say R.I.P. Poussey, don't forget to say that same thing for Philando Castile or Nia Wilson
McBride,
let's
Wilson,
not forget those people that are truly dealing with it now in the moment, So that's why I love the show. It just kind of reminds the audience of that, and we as artists get to also be like, hey, let's focus and pin back on what's true and important.
I like that. I like that. Something that's really cool to me, I think, about Orange is the New Black is that, when it debuted on Netflix, it was kind of like one of the first, and in terms of like the original programming and this cast, and so much has happened since then, right? The Emmys and Uzo, Laverne, it's like, look at, and now it's like 5 billion other Netflix shows have kind of followed in your wake, and I wondered, as actors, as women, with impressive careers already and even more so now, what has the last few years been like being a part of this?
I mean, I think we're really proud. It's so incredible to be on like the first wave of something and to have gone on that ride and to like get to go on it together, because that's like our team now. So it's like a win for Uzo or Laverne or like Samira's not only a Handmaid's Tale, but she's also like in a new play at Williamstown. We're going to go up and see her. Like every time, like one of us kind of, that means that we have like a whole tribe now that gets to sort of keep moving together. And so I think even Netflix is like this incredible place that we sort of met as a really small outfit and so this sort of unknown quantity, and that just became like watching it become so huge, and that it is sort of on the foundation of like all these incredible, meaningful sort of topics, at least for our show, is, I think, feels sort of like a life-affirming pursuit in the arts.
Right on. I love it.
Yeah, I second everything that Natasha said for sure. I think it's cool in a sense to feel like the OGs, of Netflix, or at least that's how I feel.
I like
sort of like, yeah, we kind of, but I really am just proud to be a part of Netflix. I think they've really helped me to understand what type of work that I want to take. At first it was just kind of just needing a job, but at this point I can decide, specifically I want to work with people that are pushing us forward in Hollywood and making sure that we're not getting stagnant in storytelling. And they've done that so beautifully, and they've really kind of set the tone for all of these other networks, to kind of take their format and see that, people actually want to hear stories that they haven't heard before. They want to be introduced to people that are similar to themselves or very drastically different from who they are. So I'm glad to be a part of something that's moving us forward.
Me too, and I'm grateful to witness it. So we wanted to be messy.
Okay. I'm ready.
Now that we've been thoughtful, now we can be messy.
Yeah.
We'll play a round of Would You Rather.
Okay.
We really played this game in Germany, and we're like, have we or haven't we? And we're just like...
Just having a deja vu moment.
Hilarious.
It's okay. And it's pairing your castmates against their characters.
Okay.
Would you
Okay.
rather do it with the person or with the
I
character?
definitely don't get it, but I'm fully getting
Okay,
it.
let's go. Let's do this. Let's start with you.
Okay,
You both get to
absolutely.
answer the question. So,
Wonderful.
Should I sip tea?
yeah, sip some tea
Yeah.
if you need to, darling. Who's a worse enemy to have? Red or Kate Mulgrew?
Okay, I get it.
Oof.
We're there.
Oof.
What are we doing?
And you're next.
I'm gonna say Red, because I think that like Red would be prone to sort of actual violence. Like I don't think Kate would actually kill anybody. You know what I mean? At least as far as I know. Let's be honest. You, me, and these coffee cups. But Kate Mulgrew, definitely not somebody you want on your bad side. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
But I'm more scared of Red as far as like my kneecaps getting broken.
Okay, fair, reasonable. What do you think?
Oh, I have to answer that? I don't get the next question.
Do you want the next
Yeah,
one?
yeah,
Okay,
she's
you're
like, that question's
that's
done.
it.
Like,
Let's
yeah,
see.
hold
Yeah,
this.
got it.
Oh, okay. A little color purple moment. Would you rather star in a musical written by Suzanne or see a Broadway show with Uzo?
That's
hard.
tricky.
Dang.
That's actually really hard.
Dang.
Because I feel like Suzanne would write some bars.
I know. I feel like Suzanne
Yeah.
would have me making actor choices I've never thought of.
Yeah.
You know, going
Never.
imagination.
Shakespeare, it
Really,
would
you know,
happen,
like
yeah.
I think she would take me there. She might help me win a Tony. You know.
It'd be like the Wooster Group a little bit, though. It'd be like
It
out
would.
there. Yeah.
It
yeah.
would.
That would be fun. I think I would do that first because I've already gone to Broadway shows
Okay.
with Uzo, and that's a blast. Done it. Check. Bucket list. On to
I like
Suzanne writing me a musical.
I love it. Yeah, there'd be puppets. It'd be a whole,
The
you know,
whole nine.
it'd be a whole thing.
Costumes, I mean,
Yes.
going into the audience, probably playing instruments.
Be
all
on
kinds of-
wires.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
we see it.
Whole thing.
Would you rather have? Oh, who would you rather have your back in a fight? Pennsatucky or Taryn Manning?
Oof. Well, I just felt Pennsatucky lawless. You know what I mean? Like Taryn Manning definitely, I feel like would be good in a fight, mind you, but would have like a sense of stopping. You know?
The fight is over. Stop.
So depending on what kind of a fight, like how risky it was, I'm like, let's get Pennsatucky in here. Because she's, you know, she's not quite ride or die. She's more like die or die. You know?
It's like how we die.
Yeah.
We gonna die.
Yeah. Whereas Taryn's a little more ride or die.
Okay.
And I'm going for die or die.
Okay, I get that. I get that. Danielle, would you rather bunk with Piper or never speak to Taylor Schilling again? I didn't write this one. I'm sorry, that's a tough one.
Oh my gosh, this is so hard.
Y'all put some heat in this.
I'd rather like be able to talk to Taylor. I don't want to cut off my girl. It's just that simple. I don't need to bunk with Piper. I'm good. Like, I don't need to see no drama with her and Alex. I'm fine. Like making little flowers for the wedding. I'm good. Like I'd rather spend some time with Taylor.
I like that. I agree. I agree. All right, one more. Would you rather get a makeover from Flocka or go to karaoke with Jackie Cruz?
Both sound fun.
That's true.
These both great. Well, I already got that makeover from Flocka in, right, in season 5.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Right? That's how I got
So, like, if
bangs.
you've
That's
done
how I
it,
got straight
you did
hair.
good. The look was...
Yeah,
Okay.
that was all Flocka.
The look was
So
fierce.
since that's a check,
Okay.
I'm going to go to
I
karaoke
got it.
later with Danielle and Jackie.
That's
That's what's going to happen later.
It just all... It was just like I saw it.
Yeah.
All right. You've
I like this game though. We
I
haven't
like it.
ever
Jackie's
played
got a
this
major voice.
Really?
game. She
Yeah.
has a new song out.
Okay.
I mean, this one we know is unbelievable.
Thank you.
we
There's a new
stand.
song out. You
All
gotta
right.
check it out.
I'll check it out.
It's kind of fierce. It's fun.
We'll live
It's a
for
fun
it.
song.
All right. Well, Natasha...
0 songs, 0 boys. Let the record show.
That's not true.
Fact check.
Dang.
Fact check.
But
Can you sing right?
No.
No.
Absolutely
I'm sure you
not.
can pull out a
I love
voice.
you both too much to submit you to that. Danielle Brooks and Natasha Lyonne, thank you both so much for joining us. Thank you for your work and your glow. It matters. We appreciate it. Friends, Orange is the New Black, you already know. It's streaming on Netflix. Go forth and binge, children. You deserve. More AM to DM is coming up next.